Hello, leaders. A very warm good morning and good evening to every one of you. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's Global Zoom meeting. And before we begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heba Saleh, and I'm working as a marketing manager with Serial Events. Today is not just another day, it's the beginning of a new chapter, a new mindset, and a new level of growth for every one of us sitting here. We are proud to have colleagues, partners, and distinguished guests joining us from various parts of the world, including the Nigeria, UK, France, UAE, USA, South Africa, Philippines, China, India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Brazil, and the many more countries. Thank you. We live in a world where everything is changing. Technology, markets, and the way people think, the way people earn. But there is one thing that never changes, which is opportunity. Things always belong to those who innovate first and invest in themselves consistently. And that is exactly what our community stands for. Innovation, the heart of our growth. Innovation is not just about new products or tools. Innovation means thinking differently, acting boldly, and moving faster than the world around us. As Serial Events community, we not follow change, we create change. We not wait for the future, we build the future. Every distinction, every event, every training we are doing has one purpose to empower you with ideas, systems, and strategy that put your smile step ahead of the market. Investments, the field of success. Let me tell you something about importantly today. Your best investment is not just in the stock market, not in crypto, not in real estate. Your best investment is in you. When you're interested in learning skills, relationships, leadership, and building this community, you are investing in a future that no market crash, no reaction, no challenges can take away. In the world of network marketing, success doesn't come from luck. It comes from consistently investment of times, mindsets, and effort. So, dear leaders, in the new era is here. This is a moment where we stop thinking small. This is the moment where we stop waiting for the perfect time. And this is the moment we rise because the world is researching for leaders and you are the leaders. The world is searching for opportunities and you are the opportunities. The world is searching for something real and we are building something with the real. So, ladies and gentlemen, a message to every member. If you want 2025 to be a breakthrough year, then make a promise today. Innovate more than ever, invest in yourself more than ever, and show up more than ever, and believe in your dreams more than ever. Because when you believe come unstable, your results become unstoppable. So, dear community, let's build together, and we are not just creating income, we are creating impact. We are not just building a business, we are building a movement. We're not just talking the future, we're leading the future. So raise your energy, raise your mindset, and raise your goals with Serial Events community is ready to make history. Thank you. And let's innovate, invest, and rise together. The best yet is to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we move ahead, this is my distinct privilege to introduce the guiding force behind our continued success, our VP Sales Director, Mr. Vincent Romero. And he is not just a VP Sales Director, but an inspiration of our entire team, driving Unserial Events with vision, determination, and an unwavering pursuit of excellence. Under his leadership, our community has achieved a new height and continues to expand the evolve every day. Please join me in extending a warm welcome and a round of applause as we invite our VP Sales Director, Mr. Vincent Romero, to share his thoughts with us. Over to you, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you, Ms. Heba. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
As always, I appreciate the kind words. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whether you are in the world of here or there, I want to tell you my name is Vincent Romero, and I have the absolute privilege of serving as an associate director here at Surreal. And today, I'm absolutely honored to welcome you to what I believe is one of the most exciting opportunities of the decade. See, in my opinion, and you can, feel free to disagree with this, but every single week, I stand before incredible people like you, dreamers, builders, forward thinkers, and pioneers. And I get to share something that is not just a platform, it's more of a vision. And every single week, I'm reminded that this isn't about technology, it's more about transformation. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like the digital world is still disconnected? Like we're constantly hopping between apps and platforms and screens, but we're never truly connecting. We meet in the video calls, and that feels more transactional than anything. We scroll through feeds that don't engage us. If anything, they make us angry. I mean, if you ever seen someone on Twitter, you know what I mean, right? And we attend these virtual events that leave us, well, still feeling alone, right? What if I told you that era is over? What if I told you that now there's now a place, a living, breathing, immersive digital universe where connection isn't just possible, but it is inevitable. You cannot avoid it. Where you don't just attend an event, you experience it. You don't just watch a presentation, you step inside the presentation. That place is called Surreal. And over the next, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, however long it takes us, I'm not just going to show you what Surreal is, I'm going to show you what it means for you. This is more than a virtual event platform. It's an ecosystem. It's a new reality. It's a space where creators build, where communities thrive, where leaders rise, and where every single member has the opportunity to earn, to grow, and to leave a legacy. That's what we want for you. That's what we provide. And we'll start with the foundation, the groundbreaking technology that powers it all, backed by names that they're well trusted. We will walk you through our journey from bold idea during the pandemic to an absolute global movement. And most importantly, we'll explore exactly how you can step in, not as a spectator, but as a stakeholder. This isn't about watching the future happen. This is about building it, and we build it together. So if you're ready to join, if you're ready to see what's possible, when the lines between the physical and the digital world are truly blurry, if you're ready to learn how to plug into an economy of connections, of creativity, of reward, then right now you are in the right place. So let's not waste another moment here because the future is here and it's waiting for you to go ahead and step in. Now, allow me to share my screen with you so I can take you through this journey as well as I can. Now, Surreal Events change your future. This is more than a platform, it is a new reality. And speaking of new reality, if you would just go to our website, which I encourage everyone to do, kindly go ahead and visit our website. The first thing you want to do, obviously, is to go and create an account, right? So make sure you do that. Now, creating an account is very, very simple and straight to the point. Simple information, just enter them, click sign up, and you're pretty much ready to go. After which, you can go to the login page where you can enter the necessary details and log in from there. And once you do so, take a look, browse around. You can go to the About Us page. You can check our story, our culture. You can find our contacts there. You can go to Insight, for example, and check the press. This is where, for example, you can keep in touch with everything that is updates about Surreal, what is happening with us and what we're doing and everything like that. You can check out our roadmap. You can check the solutions that we offer, consulting, the events that we have, the white paper. You can jump into the verse. There's a lot you can do. So make sure to go to the website, make sure to create an account and interact with it. Once you start engaging with Surreal, Surreal engages back with you, and it will be a magical, connection that you would have with Surreal. Now, and speaking of connecting, Feel free also to go to our Twitter. You can find us on our X now. It's called. I'm still stuck on the name Twitter. I'm sorry about that, but force of habit, as they say. But also, like I said, you can find us on LinkedIn, Telegram, Instagram. Make sure to connect with us. Go to our socials, and you can keep up to date with everything that has to do with the Serial community. Now, if you want to visit us, we have an address. We are a US-based tangible company with physical headquarters in Alberta, Georgia. So this isn't some, anonymous project. It is a registered business that you can absolutely trust. And also, I want to mention this because I fear that I might forget it. Kindly make sure that you have, like a MetaMask or SafePal, the sort of wallet, so you can interact with the system. I just want to make sure that I mention that before we go into more things and talk, for example, about us. More people ask us, like, what is Surreal? And I feel like I've explained it enough, but allow me to elaborate a little bit more. Surreal is what we call a paradigm shift. Right now, it is a web-based, cloud-hosted virtual event platform, which allows us to create digital twins for any experience you can imagine. Think of it as the metaverse, but for professionals and also for social events. This is where you can host a conference, you can host a concert, you can host a collaboration session with colleagues from all around the world. And here's the thing, here's the kicker about all of this. You can do all of those things through your browser. There's no download needed. No installations, none of that. It is social first, gamified, and designed to create real, meaningful connections. That's what we strive for. And at the core of the whole thing, we are a production company. We have offices in major US cities that pretty much saw the future of events and built it. And our platform is browser based. Like I said, you don't have to download or install anything, but it's also pixel streamed. If you don't know what that means, it basically means you can scale it. You can go from an intimate, like 10-person meeting, something closed up, like a board meeting or something, and you can scale that all the way to 40, 50, 60,000 person festival. You can have an absolute festival, and you do this transaction, you do it in a seamless manner. And all of this is due to our technology, which was born from, you guessed it, the need for connection. Like I said before, this happened, the idea of the whole thing came during the pandemic. So because of that, Surreal was built aggressively, but also smartly. And we had a secret weapon. And it will not be a secret once I share it with you, but I'll just go ahead, just for the sake of transparency. Our secret weapon is Unreal Engine. This is the same revolutionary technology that brings you all the visual spectacles that you might know or heard about. I'll give you two names. The first name is one of the biggest names in the video game industry, which is Fortnite. Now, if you don't know what Fortnite is, just ask any young person you know, anyone below 20 years old, maybe your children, your son, your daughter, whoever, because they for sure know it if you don't know or if you don't already know it. And that's because it's one of the biggest selling games of all times. And do not sleep on that, because the video game industry is the biggest industry in the world, meaning not sports, not cinema, not movies, not TV shows, not technology, not anything you can imagine. The video game industry dwarfs every other industry. So when I say this is the biggest selling game or one of the biggest selling games, that means the reach of this Fortnite video game is absolutely massive. And it was created by the same technology, Unreal Engine, that we use. Now, I'm going to give you another name in the world of Hollywood. All right. And Unreal Engine was actually in use for practical effects and everything like that in The Mandalorian. And The Mandalorian, again, if you don't know, it's one of the biggest shows. I believe it's the biggest show on Disney Plus, which is the streaming platform owned by Disney, the company Disney. Of course, everyone here knows what Disney is. We're one of the biggest companies, production companies in the world, and as far as animations and everything like that. So they use the same technology that we use. Disney and Fortnite. These are just the two names I'm going to give you for now. So my point is, This isn't some sort of a cheap imitation. What we use is Hollywood-grade, real-time 3D environments that can be configured into any world, real or fantasy. And because of this good work that we do, our credibility is now backed by our partners. We are trusted by industry giants like Red Bull, Ryobi, Epic Games, Celebrity Cruises, and many others. And what you're looking at are not just logos, they are active clients and partners that are validating our technology on a global stage. Now, because of this, the industry has taken notice. And we are the proud recipients of many, many awards. Now, we are here mentioning pretty much the big three. The Epic Mega Grants. Let me show you everything here. So we were named we received the Epic Mega Grant, which was a huge honor, obviously. And by the way, Epic are the creators of the Unreal Engine. So they are the creators of Fortnite, publishers of Fortnite as well, and they are creators of the technology. And we use their technology, and we got a grant from them because of the good work they've been doing. Also, we were members of the Metaverse Standard Forum, and I should not forget to mention that we were named the top 100 Metaverse innovators in 2022. So our achievements precede us, as you can tell and as you can see. And that's because the industry has taken notice of the good work that we've been doing, the hard work that we've been putting out, and so we've been getting these accolades and awards because of how much of a quality work that we provide. And when we say we can create a digital twin, we're not joking around. We can create a digital twin. Now, I'm going to expand on this point a little bit as I talk about the company roadmap. Now, our journey is a roadmap of relentless execution. 2020, we launched our US headquarters. And then 2021 to 2023, we had key partnerships with DNA Blocks, Red Bull, AWS, Polygon, and Intel. And we launched the Virtual Bazaar and Metaports. And this gave us a lot of momentum because we were just building, and that gives us a push, and then we build more, and that gives us a bigger push, and we build something bigger, and it gives us a bigger push until we reached a landmark achievement in 2023, the launch of the BLR Metaport. Now, the accolades that I talked about and the awards that I talked about are great, and don't mistake anything that I say that I'm not saying that we are absolutely proud to receive every award that we did. However, the BLR Metaport is not just another virtual venue or something that we created. It is way more important to us because it's a strategic physical to digital gateway, and it is a proof of concept for any future global event that you can think of. And think of it as a flagship experience that showcases the full breathtaking technology that we can use and sort of bring into life. It's breathtaking, the potential that we have for the Serial platform. I'm going to explain why. First things first, it functions as a hybrid hub. The BLR Metaport serves as a permanent, always accessible virtual twin to any major physical hub. It allows for true hybrid events where attendees from anywhere in the world can participate in a conference or exhibition or meeting or festival, whatever you want to have. The thing is, we provide the same level of engagement as those attending in person. And the goal here is to erase geographical barriers and sort of massively expand the reach. And if your event has some sort of financial incentive, that means the ROI, the return on investment on your event is much higher because you pretty much have more attendees. Just because they're not there physically doesn't mean that they are not fully engaged with what you're doing. And so this serves as well as a technology showcase. This is our platform's most ambitious stress test. Because think about it, we built a complex, persistent environment, and so we have demonstrated that Surreal's ability to handle any intricate architecture, high volume traffic, and immersive interactions, we can do this without a hitch. It's an absolute living portfolio piece. that we actually use to onboard major enterprise clients. Like I said, we show the accolades. We tell them, look, we have the Epic Mega Grant, we have this, we have that, we have that. And they're impressed. They're impressed. They say, wow, this is very good. Seems like you have a lot of credibility. Seems like you have a lot of partners that back you and everything. But do you have something that would give us a comfort that you can build the complex system that we have? And so we show them the BLM report. We show them the ability that we have to create whatever complex architecture they can throw at us. That's why I said, personally, I'm more proud of that than the other accolades. And also, like I said, as I'm talking about it right now, thinking about it, it also gives us a strategic foothold because the launch of the BLM report established a significant presence in the key global market. Like I said, it serves as a template for future Metaports in other major cities around the world, Berlin, London, Tokyo. Why not? It's the first of many, and it proves our model for global expansion. So in essence, the BLM Metaport wasn't just a product launch, it was a testament. It proved that the Surreal event is not just temporary solutions for virtual events, but it is the foundational infrastructure for a permanent, always here, hybrid future of how we connect, how we do business globally. And that brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to 2025. This is where you come in. We are launching the community referral and Mempo VR NFT. Obviously, we have plans for the future, 2027 to 2029, our own Surreal token, ICO in 2027, an NFT marketplace, virtual land, and you are getting on the absolute ground floor of this entire ecosystem. There's much more to come. So you are getting into the perfect time before this thing shoots itself into the moon. So this is your chance. And that chance is right here, the compensation plan. Let's talk about how you can benefit from this growth. This is your compensation plan. But before we jump into that, we must throw in a disclaimer just so we have a clear understanding of each other. Crucial note here. This presentation outlines the potential of our referral reward plan, meaning there are no guarantees of income. The rewards that are based on the value of membership acquired, and they are offered on a best effort basis, which is subject to change. This is a community opportunity. It's not a get quick rich scheme or get rich quick scheme. So, excuse me. So that's what you're looking for. This is not the place. This is a community opportunity, and it will remain as a community opportunity for as long as we can keep this ship going. And for us, it's never going to stop because we are the future. Now, let's talk about your future. The community package is your entry point into the Surreal community. This is your key to the kingdom. Because first and foremost, like I said, the company is looking for a community before the money itself. So this package bonus, this package, excuse me, offers certain bonuses. It has a powerful earning structure, which is a 66% referral bonus on your direct sales. We have a 0.3 daily profit return, we refer to as DPR for short, a maximum profit return of 200% MPR, and critically, there is an unlimited working capping, meaning there's no ceiling on how much you can earn from your daily returns. Now, if you want greater exposure, we have that too. You can upgrade to a tiered Mempo VR NFT package ranging from $99 to $9,999. Now, let's get into the specifics of our Mempo VR NFT packages because this isn't a one-size-fits-all system. It is actually designed to scale with your ambition and your investment level. So each package tier is a gateway to a more powerful earning potential within the Surreal ecosystem. Think of this as upgrading your tools to build your empire faster and do it more efficiently. So to give you a detailed structure here, let's go through these one by one. So we have the Mempo X1, which is $99 investment. This has a daily profit return, DPR, of 0.4%. It has a total capping, which is TC, as 3 times, meaning your profit stops after you have earned 300% of your initial investment. And also, we have the Mempo X2, where the investment is $499. So your daily profit return would jump into 0.5%. Your total capping, meaning TC, jumps to 4 times, meaning your profit stops after you have earned 400% of your initial investment. And then we have the Mempo X3, which is the investment of $999. The daily profit return here jumps to 0.6%, and the total capping also goes up to 500% or 5 times. Then we have the Mempo X4, which is an investment of $4,999. It has a daily profit return of 0.7% and a total capping of 6 times, meaning your total profits stops after you have earned 600% of your initial earnings, of your initial investment, excuse me. And finally, we have the Mempo X5 with an investment of $9,999 with a daily profit return or DPR of 0.8%, and your total capping stops after 700%. So the key takeaway here is that an initial investment unlocks a higher daily return percentage, and most importantly, a significantly higher total profit ceiling. So this structure rewards commitment and allows you to strategically plan your long-term earnings. And speaking of long-term earnings, let's talk about compounding the MPR. Remember, MPR, as we refer to it, so these numbers, on the previous slides, they are powerful, but the real magic happens over time, and it happens through compounding. This table right here isn't a projection of potential market growth. This is a mathematical certainty that you're looking at that is based on fixed daily profit return of your chosen package, assuming that all earnings are reinvested. And it shows you the power of leaving your profits to grow within the Surreal ecosystem. So, for example, you can leave $99. You can leave it for half a year, 6 months, you get back $203. If you leave it for a year, you get back $425. Now, if you leave $499, that means you get $1,225 over half a year, and you get $3,081 over a year. $999, that means you get $2,932 in 6 months, and in a year, you get $8,868. See how the numbers, they keep growing, but they grow exponentially? Take a look at this. You invest or you compound $4,999. You leave it for half a year, you're talking about $17,546. Over a year, it's $63,774. What this means for you is that the power of our compounding model, your initial investment doesn't just generate a linear return, it actually grows exponentially. The top-tiered X5 package transforms $9,999 investment into a potential value of $183,000 in just 1 year. This is the mathematical engine that fuels wealth creation in our community. And that is just the start. The community program features 6 powerful bonus streams, and we're going to talk about them all one by one. Now, the first one is the level staking bonus. This is what you earn on the packages of your entire team down to 30 levels. The takeaway here is that you unlock 1 level for every 1 direct referral you make. So the percentages, they start high and then they extend deep, which ensures long-term residual income. Meaning your level 1, so you refer 1 person, you unlock your level 1, which is 15%. You refer another person, you unlock level 2, which is 10%. You refer a third person, that would be your level 3, and it goes to 5%. So it keeps going. 3% on level 4, 2% on level 5, and then level 6 to level 10, you get 1%, and then level 11 to level 30, you're getting 0.5%. So the incentive to keep referring and keep earning is always there. Now, I'm going to give you an even bigger incentive. Watch this. You see how level 1 here is 15% and level 2 here is 10%? What if I can tell you that you can double those bonuses? You can make the 15 30%, and you can make the level 2 10%, you can make it a 20%. Here's how you do it. You use level boost up bonus. The level boost up bonus is our way of aggressively rewarding you for not just building a team, but for building a strong team, an active team, a successful team. It's a performance-based accelerator that can effectively double your level staking bonus. The rule is simple. When your team hits a specific recruitment targets, your standard level staking percentages gets a massive boost. It doubles. Now, here's how it works. There is a prerequisite. You must personally be on at least the $99 Mempo X1 package. At least that. You can be on the higher packages, that's fine, but at least the $99 Mempo X1 package. You at least need to have that. Now, you can double your level 1 bonus from 15 to 30%, and you do this by recruiting 5 direct members who also purchase at least the $99 package. So each and every one of them has, like you, at least the $99 package. You reach 5 of these guys, your level 1 bonus goes from 15 to 30%. Now, if you want your level 2 to go from 10 to 20, those 5 directs we talked about, they now must each recruit 2 of their own. So you have 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, who also buy at least the $99 package. And this demonstrates that you are building a deep, sustainable organization, not just a wide one. Why is this powerful? Because the bonus doesn't just add a little extra. It multiplies your existing earnings. It turns your leadership efforts into force multipliers for your income, ensuring that you are always handsomely rewarded for fostering genuine growth and activity within your downline. And we have more. There's the 8% of the direct bonus. It's a solid 8% instant commission on every person you personally refer. This is your immediate reward for action. It's very simple, very clear, very straight to the point. Now, we also have the odd even matching bonus. This is another powerful 8% bonus on the weaker side of your team structure. So it incentivizes balance and rewards you for the overall health and growth of your organization, not just one side of it or one leg of it. And also we have the yield farming bonus. You can reinvest your earnings into a fixed term yield farms for massive returns. For example, you can stake $35 of your profit for 365 days and earn a 250% return. And this allows you to basically compound your wealth within the ecosystem. So you can use that too. But also there is the leadership bonus. This is what I was very much excited to talk to you about. This is where you earn luxury and legacy wealth by achieving specific team volume. We call them BV targets for you to unlock. I'm talking 6-figure cash bonuses, luxury car awards, and so much more. But I'm going to take you through them one by one. Now, for this, you need to focus on your first first 3 legs, and because that's what will be pretty much distributed. Your 3 legs, where you have 40% on first leg, 30% and another 30% on your second and third leg. So that's where the business volume is happening. Now, to be an S1, this is the first tier you can have, the S1. To be an S1, you need to have $5,000 in business volume, $2,000 on your first leg, $1,500 on your second and third leg to get yourself $150. Now, $150, and I just promised you luxury cars. We're just getting started. Don't get into a rush, okay? This is just the S1. This is just taking a look, dipping your toes in the water and checking what's next. And what's next is the S2. This is where you have $25,000 in business volume, $10,000 on your first leg, $705,000 on your second and third leg to get yourself $750. After which, there is the S3. This is where you have $100,000 in business volume, $40,000 on your first leg, $30,000 on your second and third leg, and you get yourself $3,000. After which comes the S4, where you have $250,000, $250,000 in business volume, $100,000 on your first leg, $75,000 on your second and third leg, and get yourself a cool $10,000. See how the rewards are gonna jump? Because just before we were talking about 3,000, now we're talking about 10,000. And what comes next, you're gonna be a little bit surprised, but stick with me. Now, so far, we've been talking about business volume on your first, second, and third leg. But from the S5 and onwards, we're not talking about business volume. We're talking about how many S4s you have. See how that works? Now, S5, you can win $50,000 or a Skoda LSK car. Beautiful car, but maybe the 50,000 is more preferable to you. The choice is yours. Now, like I said, you have an S4 on your first, second, and third leg to be an S5. And these two numbers are just going to go up a notch every time. So to be an S6, to be an S6, you need to have an S5 on your first, second, and third leg. As an S6, you can choose between $100,000 or a Land Rover car. Now we jumped into wealth. Now we jumped into luxury cars. So S6, $100,000 or a Land Rover car. Maybe you go for the money, maybe you go for the car. Again, the choice is yours. Now you can go into S7, where you have an S6 on your first, second, and third leg, and you get to choose between $200,000 or a Porsche. Beautiful car, drives beautifully, but $200,000, I also get how they can be very enticing. And maybe you're waiting for the next car, for the S8, for the best car. You've been collecting the money so far, and you want the best car you can get out of the system. Well, I have beautiful news for you because the S8 carries a Rolls-Royce car. This is a true presidential car. And it doesn't come alone. It actually comes with $10,000 every single week for 52 weeks straight. Absolutely massive. Or if you already got a car and you don't want the Rolls Royce, hey, you have a beautiful choice to make because the other side is $500,000. We're talking about $500,000 or a Rolls Royce to be an S8. But remember, you're going to have an S7 on your first, second, and third leg. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the leadership bonuses. Now, all of this comes with certain terms that we have and conditions that we abide by. I'm going to take you through a few here. So the daily closing, daily payouts, we have the 10% project security charges. The minimum withdrawal is $10, but the withdrawals, they're available 24/7. And I should mention here, if something happens, sometimes, there's maintenance, sometimes there's, security attacks, sometimes the platform itself is a bit shaky or the crypto chain is a bit shaky, and the withdrawals, they may take a little bit longer than usual. Usually it's minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is. Usually it's just that, but sometimes there is a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of a shakeup, and it might take a little bit longer than usual. If that happens, do not panic. Whatever happens in the world, it would never take more than 8 hours. Now, this is very rare, like I said. Sometimes it happens, and I just want to give the people assurance that if that happens, please do not panic, remain quiet, remain silent, remain calm, because at the end of the day, whatever happens, it's not going to take more than 8 hours. Okay? Whenever you're panicking, it's probably going to happen in the next few minutes. And if it's not in the next few minutes, it's not going to take more than 8 hours, like I said. So if that happens, do not panic. Now, obviously, the working capping, it grows 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times as your package grows. You can do a minimum staking of $10 in yield farming, and obviously, once you put money in, you cannot take it out when you're compounding or yielding. It functions sort of like a cake. You put the cake in, you put the ingredients into the oven and wait for it to get ready. You don't take it out if the recipe says wait for 20 minutes, you don't take it out after 10 minutes and say, hey, this doesn't taste good, because you got to wait the whole 20 minutes. So also, like I said before, one level opens up on direct. When you're compounding or yield farming, like I said, the period must be completed before you can take the money out. And the company also reserves the right to change any of its policies without any notice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end. As we come to the end here of today's presentation, let me speak to you candidly, because I want to take a moment to look back and also, most importantly, look forward. We started today by talking about connection, about feeling that something has been missing in the way that we meet, the way that we share, the way that we grow online, and the way we've been doing things for, a while now. Over the last 40 minutes, or however long it's been, I'm not sure what time. I've just been talking because I like talking to people here. I like presenting what we have to offer. We just heard about Surreal. You've seen it. You felt it. You've seen the technology, you've seen the partnerships, you've seen the roadmap, the stretches into the future that we're actively building. But more than that, you have seen the opportunity, not just to participate, but to lead, not just to join, but to build, and not just to watch, but to create. This isn't a chance that comes around often. Ground floor opportunities in the world of changing technology are rare, but this is one of them. Surreal is more than a platform, it is a movement. And movements are built by people who see what's possible before everyone else does. People like you. So I'll leave you with one question, ladies and gentlemen. Not as a presenter, not as a, director or whatever, but as a fellow builder. Where do you want to be a year from today? Do you want to look back and say, I watched it happen? Or do you want to look back and say, I helped build it? Choice is yours. The tools are here. The community is waiting. This is your moment. This is your invitation. This is your beginning. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. And most of all, for your belief in what's possible. We'll see you inside Surreal, and let's build together. This future is ours to take. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. I have been yours truly, Vincent Romero. Love you. Take care.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent, and you explains everything very well to all our community leaders. We are continuously working on technologies and products for your bright futures, and that you all should be a part of this system and fulfill your dream with us. So we will meet in the next Zoom webinar. Until then, so bye bye.